My research is really broadly interested in understanding how new species arise, and we address questions on that using birds that hybridize, which is two different species that mate with each other and produce offspring. And so we're interested in understanding why that happens and what the consequences are when that happens.
It's really interesting how that fits into this definition of what a true species is. And we study this using a naturally hybridizing system, which is the blackcap and Carolina Chickadees. Fieldwork in general does take a lot of patience and time, depending on the lab you're in. Specifically in our lab working with birds, if weather is bad, you might lose half your week in terms of catching. Then if weather's good, say you do go out 5 days in a row and you try and catch birds for 4 to 5 hours a day, I mean, you're lucky to get 2 birds, 1 bird. Any birds is good. The main project in our lab, which is funded by the National Science Foundation, is looking at learning and memory in the hybrids and the parent species. In simplistic terms, our main question we're asking is, are there differences in terms of cognitive deficiencies between the hybrids and the parent species?
In our case, the hybrids tend to have lower fitness than either of the what we call parental species. And when they have low fitness, that means they really aren't producing many offspring. And the reason that's interesting to us is because that means that that boundary between the two species stays intact. Working with a species in this kind of way gives you a new appreciation for what they do and what you're seeing when you're out, what you're hearing. I mean, you listen in the summer and you hear them singing and you realize, oh, they're probably trying to attract a mate. During the breeding season, the parents are raising like 6 to 9 nestlings from this size, that's when they hatch, they're so small, to adult weight in 2 weeks. It's crazy. It's not something that most people get to see.